So I went to Costco a couple days ago, the promised land here in Japan, because there's like 6 of them in the whole country. And I swear to God, it's literally like fucking Disneyland. I go in there. Sometimes it'll be packed. This time it wasn't as packed. But I'll go in there and like there'll just be like teens or 20-somethings walking through Costco, like doing the fucking thing. You know how like American weebs, they go to like Asian markets in America and they go to like comic book stores that sell Pocky and they'll fucking like take pictures and like pose and be like, oh, it's so kawaii or whatever, right? Like that fucking dumbass honky shit, right? Like Japanese people do that too.
It's the Ameriboos.
Ameriboos. Fucking, what was that ancient ass copy pasta? Fucking, my name's Kobayashi. The cowboy Kobayashi. Hold on.
The cowboy Kobayashi.
Rawhide Kobayashi. There we go. Howdy, my name is Rawhide Kobayashi. I'm a 27-year-old Japanese American Western culture fan for you foreigners. I'm not going to read the whole damn copy pasta.
Yeah.
But there is straight up Japanese people out here like this, fucking just taking pictures inside a Costco for you, like, for listeners who have never been or are nowhere near a Costco. It is literally a warehouse that sells things cheap.
It sells things wholesale.
Wholesale, yeah. You can buy things bulk for pretty cheap. Just about anything from like shampoo to multivitamins to like whatever. It's a really great store. But I must stress, it's a fucking warehouse. They're not trying to pretty it up or anything. Their storage is literally right in front of you. They're not like making anything pretty looking or any. And you've got these fucking like people out here just like, hey, look at me. I'm at the Costco with the family. Like, what the fuck is y'all's deal? It doesn't even look good. And like the other thing about Costco is it also has like a quote unquote food court where it's like you can get a soft serve ice cream, pizza, or a quarter-pound hot dog for dirt cheap. I'm talking like the range of like $1 each or so.
Yeah.
Completely to the point where like the CEO of Costco.
Yeah, I was just about to bring up the CEO of Costco is like Alpha Chad, dude, looking out for the homies. There was some...
No kidding.
When it was like a couple years back or something like that?
It was like a year and a half ago, I feel.
Yeah. Basically, there was some interview with the CEO of or somebody who was talking about the CEO of Costco. And like, I guess Costco was like, they were trying to like, what was it? They were trying to like find ways that they could like,
make more money.
Make more money, yeah. And they were like, oh, like the food court, like we can raise some of the prices in the food court. The CEO of Costco literally like slammed his iron fist down and was like, the hot dog is staying $1. And they're like, but sir, like we can't like afford to do it. And I think the exact quote is like, I don't care what you have to do. The hot dog is $1.
No, I believe the direct quote was more aggressive than that.
Yeah.
I believe it was straight up a threat of death. If you change the price of the hot dog, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Was the quote, I believe.
Glorious.
But like the hot dog, it's all right. The soft serve, pretty good. The pizza, it's garbage American pizza, but it's like the best of garbage American pizza, but it's still garbage American pizza, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. See, I love Costco. People talk shit about Costco pizza, but I like it. It's good. Oh, now, okay. See, do they have churros over there?
They don't have the churros.
That's messed. It's
a little fucked up.
Is that racist? No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, maybe. Nah, like,
oh god.
it might be. I don't understand how they couldn't like source it. Like, maybe it's just.
Do they
it
have
didn't
now?
perform
Hold on.
well?
Maybe. Now do they have like regional Costco like foods? Like,
Dude,
does
that'd be
your
so
Costco
fun.
have different foods that like what's the spread looking
Unfortunately
like at
not.
your Costco? Damn.
It really is just the pizza with like there's like the cheese, pepperoni, and then like another one that I don't care about. Cheese is the way to go. There's the quarter-pound hot dog. There is, I feel like there was like a soda thing that I didn't recognize, but the soft serve, the soft serve is usually vanilla or vanilla and strawberry swirl, but they had a pineapple vanilla swirl.
Ooh. All right.
I don't recognize that.
That's a little different. Yeah, we don't got
That's
that.
pretty different.
Yeah.
But I don't see why that would be Japan exclusive. It's not like fucking McDonald's in Chile being like, "Oh yeah, here's some empanadas," you know? It's none of that.
See, I wanted to go on a once the great death cloud is gone from our world. I wanted to go on a worldwide Costco journey. I would like go to different Costco's around the world, and bring my membership. Maybe get some sort of passport system going, where I could get stamps at the different Costco's.
That would be so sick. I feel like not to suck too much corporate dick, but like Costco's they're pretty all right. And I feel like if you like went up to Costco PR and was like, "Hey, I'm doing this," they straight up just might be like, "Hey, yeah, cool. Here's a fucking fruit basket or something." I don't think you get like anything crazy, but like they'll recognize you. You will be witnessed, a la Mad Max Fury Road.
To be witnessed by Costco that's a whole nother level of power that I don't know if any man or woman on this planet is ready to
be witnessed by Costco.
Yeah, no living being on this planet could take that immense power.
But alas, we're not a Costco podcast.
Not yet.
Could you imagine?
Hey, welcome to the weekly Costco podcast.
This week they have a new inventory at my local Costco. No lie though, I feel like you could do a like McDonald's podcast. I feel like it's feasible to a certain degree.
Oh yeah.
There's like Twitters about like non-standard McDonald's. You know, people are super interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking like the touristy McDonald's in America.
Yeah.
So if you could do that.
There's the one where is it in Orlando near the CEO venue. It's
with the spider stomp machine and the bowling alley and Moon Man.
I can't remember. It has a title, and I can't remember if it's the world's biggest McDonald's.
It's not anymore. It hasn't been for like 30 years.
Yeah, or the biggest McDonald's in like the United States or something. But I remember they have McDonald's, and then they have like signature McDonald's. Like
they had
the
like
McDonald's
pasta,
menu, and then they have like a signature menu.
And
they got
pizza,
like pasta,
like a chef ass menu.
Yeah, I could have ordered a meatball sub from McDonald's, and I don't know whether to be like horrified or like hell yeah.
McDonald's wields too much power, but we are Paramecia Fancast, a One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapter of One Piece, have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
My name is John Costco. As I rip off my shirt and reveal the Costco Yakuza tattoo I have.
On your back.
Yeah.
It has like the fucking stripes and everything. No. You rip off your shirt and then on your back it says Kirkland signature.
Yeah. Kirkland's, yes.
This week we're gonna be talking chapter 1020, Robin versus Black Maria, and it's been a long time coming. I'm so glad we finally got here. I need a little more, but I'm glad we're here.
I want more, but can I just say, like, I loved it. I loved Frankie's fight, the previous chapter, and I'm loving this one. And can I say, this week of Jump, if you read more than one manga in Jump, I highly recommend doing so, because they're all really good. But this week's Jump was just absolute banger after banger, and the first page of One Piece, I knew I was set up for success, because I saw Robin versus Black Maria, yes, and then I saw the cover story, which was Denjiro dreaming of eating a giant shrimp tempura as he chews on his own pompadour, which is, yes, hilarious. But then you notice the requester's name, and it's our boy. Our boy. I forget which one he requested before, but I know he's requested something before. Our boy 420 Land.
Like, it's so funny if you actually, like, there's like communities of these people. You can find these people on Twitter. I found Noda Skywalker on Twitter.
Did you?
I did, yeah. So, like,
holy shit.
Yeah. Straight up. And, like, loads of, like, One Piece Japanese followers.
That's
but, like,
wild.
It wasn't just 420 Land. It used to be something else. It used to be, like, Hong Kong 420 Land. That's what it was.
Hong Kong 420 Land. Damn, did the Hong Kong get censored?
Dude, did the Hong Kong get censored?
And now the bigger question was it a self-censor by him? Or was it Shueisha?
I wonder.
The plot thickens.
The previous one by Hong Kong 420 Land was Enaru with some frogs chewing gum and, like, floating along. It was chapter 933.
Okay. That one and this one are such
there's a bit of a chewing motif
They're
here.
Stoner.
They are,
like,
stoner.
They're stoners. Like, this is such a, like, classic era sub, like, oh, what if Denjiro was, like, eating his own hair?
Yeah. That's straight up what it is.
I love it, though. When I saw the combo of Robin and 420 Land on this cover page, I knew we were set up for success.
You knew it was going to be a good one. I'll be looking into Hong Kong 420 Land, see what shows up.
Yeah, this won't be the last of our investigation.
Hong Kong 420 Land, if you're out there, we want to know.
We want you on.
Yeah, we want you on, because I'm starting to think you have a chewing fetish.
Yeah. Oh, God. That is wild, though, that, like, I always just assumed Noda Skywalker was, like, just Oda.
No, okay, it still might be just Oda.
I guess it still could be. But that's just wild that they have a...
Yeah, Noda _Skywalker.
That's wild.
And this person, they're out here, if you check their, like, media tab, like, it'll always be, like, news about, like, One Piece and stuff like that. And, like, I think they have a YouTube channel where they, like, post them, like, doing the, like, page requests.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm, like, checking it now. It's straight up just, like, this person out here, like, writing on a postcard, sipping some, like, thumbing through to, like, get the address, sipping some soda, and just writing the thing. Like, unbelievable to me.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Damn.
Crazy. A piece of One Piece lore just for us.
Just for us. I love the YouTube channel. If you search for The Rise of Noda Skywalker, that the YouTube channel should come up.
Yeah. And, like,
I'm gonna throw him a sub. He's got 596 subs. Paramecia Fancast. This is your first call to action of the episode, where you should subscribe to Noda Skywalker on YouTube.
Exactly. there's nothing but the page requests, but it's content. And honestly, like, it's not necessarily ASMR, but if you just want a vibe, it's a vibe.
No, it is. I'm watching one of them right now. It is like a very powerful vibe. I'm digging it.
And I think they're trying to do like news now too.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
It's so funny. They have like a dubstep theme. We got to get into the chapters.
Yeah. Enough sipping for Noda Skywalker. Let's sip for fucking Best Boy Yamato instead. Skull Dome, roof of Onigashima. We start right where we left off in the action. And, dude, Oda just, he's like, here, have it. I know I was pussyfooting around with the other one, but nah, you can have this one. Kaido literally just starts. The dog fruit. Mythical type. Model. Okuchi no Makami. A rare mythical wolf. It's a guardian spirit of Wano, which makes losing it to someone claiming to be Odin especially painful. And that is why I tell you to uphold that role and protect Wano for me. Be its guardian deity. And it's like, what? Hold on. Like, you can't just do that in the first page, can he?
Apparently he can. I'm just surprised. Parent fucking Lee. I mean, no fucking rules for Kaido, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, there's a lot to get into here, but he continues like, Yamato, he's like, it's not the same thing. And then Kaido's like, Orochi had a skill for exploitation. This country is a weapons factory. You will rule over it and keep it running. And Yamato's like, no, I will free them, liberate this country and its samurai, and release them unto the world. And then he like breathes in and he shoots like, we get...
It's ice breath.
Yeah, ice breath. Namuji Glacier Fang. And we see like a front shot of Yamato in like the hybrid form. And he does have like the guardian deity smoke thing, like the halo sort of thing that Luffy does in Gear 4th.
That's what we've been pointing out for so long.
Yeah. It's so sick. Yeah, I mean their clash just ends like Yamato sees like a vision of Odin or like a flashback of Odin like open Wano's borders, and Kaido shoots his blast breath and he tells Yamato you will not, and then their blast clashes, and then he says you will never, and Yamato's just like pissed, huffing and growling.
Dude, it's really interesting that this is the outcome of everything. Like everyone was like, oh, like hearing this, hearing that. It's really easy to forget Japan's connections to wolves because they hunted them to extinction. I must backtrack this. Japan didn't hunt them to extinction. To some degrees, the gray wolf was the gray wolf in this case, the Japanese gray wolf was kind of hunted, kind of not. There was like rabies, etc. Like the Meiji era, like really, it became a national policy to hunt down these wolves, and that was like one aspect of it. But there was another wolf native to Japan, not relevant to this conversation. The Sakurain wolf, the Ezo wolf. There's a couple different names. It was in Hokkaido, and that one was literally hunted down by Americans.
Oh, jeez.
The Meiji, well, it was also like the fucking Meiji government's fault because they wanted to develop Hokkaido more. And in doing that, they like pushed the Ainu, the native people, the indigenous people of Hokkaido. They were like pushing them out and trying to like harness the natural resources there. And some American guy came in to Hokkaido and introduced American style like ranching. But American style ranching is not sustainable if there's predators around. So this dude just fucking hired a bunch of people with government blessing and just shot up all the fucking wolves. Those went extinct before the Japanese gray wolf.
Jesus.
As usual, thanks America. But no,
What's that mean? America, please explain.
Explain your sins, America.
Yeah.
The whole thing about like a wolf being divine, there's a couple things to it. The most common thing is like wolves are seen as like guardian deities as it is explained here, but not necessarily like they proceed over like a town, they look over it or something like that, like is the case being made here, that it's the deity of all of Wano. Instead, it's kind of just like a blanket guardian. Like if you're like lost in the forest or something and you're like spooked and you're just like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking die. In Japanese folklore, a wolf will come to your side and just escort you. It won't fuck you up. It'll maybe like you'd give it something in return for the escort, but it'll get you out of the forest. Like without any kind of issue or anything like that. And like there's other like instances of like wolves like howling to like warn villages of stuff like that. That would be more towards like the whole like guardian of Wano kind of thing.
Yeah.
This all comes from how do I explain this properly? I did go to school for this, but also I'm stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So the sword, it's like the grass cutter what's it fuck that Susanoo got from Orochi, right?
Amagakiri
or something.
Ame no Habakiri.
That's the one. Something like that, yeah. So that sword was found and used by Susanoo for some time. He gave it to Amaterasu, blah, blah, blah. At some point, it gets into the hands of a prince of Japan, like along the imperial line. Some prince of Japan who used it on his journeys. And at some point, he got lost in the fucking mountains. And a wolf was the one that like led him down the mountains. This was codified in both, I think it was both the Nihonshiki and the Nihonjin. There was another like ancient fucking text, but like this story dates around like 600, 700 AD. So this is like the precursor probably of the wolf being seen as a guardian deity.
Okay.
Apparently this whole thing took place in Saitama. There's like a shrine for it and everything. One little tidbit I found out is the whole Makami thing is kind of, it's like an abbreviation of saying that it is the true kami, which is interesting to me because I've always viewed Japanese like quote unquote, it's not actual Shintoism, but like their animalistic beliefs. By that I mean like animalism as in the religion, not these fucking animals.
These Neanderthals.
Their beliefs are like everything is a kami or everything. So seeing something being labeled as like a true kami is interesting to me, but I couldn't find any details as to why.
Yeah.
So that's
buddy.
The real life lore that I got for y'all.
Hell yeah. I dig it, dude. And that was like the first 3 pages, not even.
That was just for Oda to be like, hey, here's what it is. Shut the fuck up now.
Yeah, fine. Here's what it is. Anyways, get back to what I really want to draw. Robin. We get to the banquet hall, 3rd floor, and Brooke is like, Robin, please snap out of it, Robin. And we see Robin just standing there, and we see 2 people that look familiar. It's like, oh, Robin. Don't listen to that voice, Robin. Listen to ours. And she's looking, and she's like, oh, Mother, Professor Clover. And then you turn the page, and she's like, Saul. And it's like, I've been dying to see you again, Robin. Did it? She. Oh, no. She's like, why are you guys here? I've missed you so much. And they're all like, oh, like, look how big you are, Robin. I think my favorite part of this is like Brooke screaming like, stop, Robin, don't go. And she's like, yes, I know, it's such a shame. Tres Mano Frisia. And just like destroys them.
completely slaps them out. And it's the fucking two of the snake ladies and like a numbers that we haven't been introduced to until now. Kunyun.
Kunyun, yeah, that's Kunyun. Would that be 9?
Yes.
Okay.
It would be 9. And
Kunyun, and then the white snake smile fruit and the hognose snake smile fruit.
Yep. They get their chins knocked in.
Yeah. And they're like, why didn't the illusion mist work on her? And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, I see what's going on here.
Dude, also, like, it's fucking Robin. Like, Olivia has never been there for her.
Yeah.
Like, Saul,
Dude.
Professor Clover, sure. But,
You know what this is? This is... Okay, the panel right where Saul is introduced, and she's like, I've missed you so much. And Olivia's like, so have I. That is, if you guys remember, in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, there's a part where greed, or no, it's envy. It's at the end. It's like towards the end of the series. It's envy versus Lieutenant Mustang or Colonel Mustang. And envy like transforms into Mustang and is with Riza Hawkeye, and Riza pulls the gun on her, or on Envy, and then Envy as Mustang is like, what are you doing? And she's like, please, like, when me and the Colonel are together, he calls me by my first name, Riza, and then Envy reveals her stuff, and he's like, oh, you guys are close, aren't you? And then Riza's like, that was a lie. I can't believe you fell for it. That's what I feel is going on here. Like, I missed you so much. So have I. Okay. Like I knew it.
Dream's over. The worst thing is that, like, Brooke and Robin have a whole ass conversation about this. Like Brooke's a little, he's not like peeved, but he was just like, oh, you could have reassured me it wasn't working on you.
Yeah.
And, like, such a horrible thing to do, toying with someone's most precious memories.
Robin is so cute and wholesome.
Dude,
and all the gifters are like, they're getting away. Like, I can't believe Lady Blackberry's illusion mist didn't work on them. And then, this is, like, my favorite panel of this entire chapter.
It's dynamic.
Like, the movement. Like, I can't wait to see this animated because, like, holy shit. Even just from this panel, like, the energy of Black Maria just, like, I imagine, like, busting through, like, drifting through the wall and then, like, continuing to run after them. Like, oh dear, is that true? And, oh, this mansion is simply terrifying.
Dude, Oda got fucking censored because I remember the reveal of her, like, Yakuza tattoos. She didn't have a fucking bandage on. She did not.
Yeah.
So now her tits are bandaged.
Yeah, she's all bandaged up.
Editors at Shonen Jump fucking gun to Oda's head. You gotta cover her tits up, man.
You gotta cover her tits, man. It's like, no. I don't want that.
The most fucked
it must
thing.
be done. Yeah, please tell us this most fucked up. Because when I read this, I was on my break, and this was like a downer. I was like, oh. Yeah,
it fucking sucks. Like, worse than titty censorship. Robin and
only
Brooke,
slightly.
Only slightly.
I'm just kidding.
Brooke and Robin are just talking about this still, and it's like, oh, you didn't have any problem with it either, Robin says to Brooke. And Brooke's just like, fucking vent, just absolute not lore dump, but just emotion dump. Well, after 50 years of practice, wishing every day that the death of your friends was only a dream, one does get used to being hurt by illusions. Robin's like fucking answer is, oh, I suppose we have a lot in common.
And Brooke is like, yo, like all those trials were for this very day. I love them. Like,
they're so fucked up.
I love them. They're both so freaking traumatized, and they're like the best. Like, God, I love the Striads. But Oh, we get into so we get this. I love this moment with them, and then we get into something that I immediately just hate.
Dude, I fucking
Because
love
we
it.
get Wan Yudo sleeve swing, and she swings her axe. And if you remember her, like, I think it's the Wan Yudo. That's what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's I think it's a pun on the actual name of the yokai.
Yeah, she has this like yokai that's like this spinning, like it's like a spinning wheel at the end of the staff, and she like it's like on fire, and it has a face on it, and then they're like, yeah, the strange weapon again, and then we hear like Wan Yudo wheezing and laughing, and it's Wan Yudo pug smile fruit, and it's like, it seems like that man-faced dog is continually keeping the fire lit with the wheel. So the dog's body is running in the wheel to keep it rolling and just turning his head sideways.
So, okay, the yokai is actually called Wan Yudo.
Okay.
And the pun, the reason I thought it was a pun is because, like, the onomatopoeia for dogs barking in Japanese.
Isn't it Wan, right?
It is Wan. So, that's some like big brain kind of shit. I love that Oda's done this.
I appreciate the pun. It's just like this individual smile fruit user is like, oh my god, like they need to be stopped now.
The worst thing is that, like, it's the pug smile fruit, so it's a man.
Yeah. Like, oh god. It's a man with like a tiny dog's body, and that's it. Like, that's the only difference I could see.
Fucking, like, freaks of nature, the lot of them.
Jesus. But we get some cool, like, god, this whole fight is so cool. Black Maria, like, is using the webs out of her butt to, like, swing around, and she's like, what was that? You won't be tricked by my illusions. How can you say that when you're clearly dreaming about beating Master Kaido? And she's like trying to light the whole place on fire. And Robin using like spider net, literal Spider-Man move, just like grappling onto the ceiling. And she's like, you're gonna burn down the entire castle if you keep fighting like that. And Black Maria is just like unhinged. Like, are you worried about us? Thanks. Maybe you should give up and let me catch you, Nico Robin. Like, Black Maria is so cool.
Dude, she's really cool. Like, I can't wait for this to get animated. Like, it's going to be a very horny moment, but...
Oh, yeah. It will be, but it's going to be so cool.
Dude, it's so fucking... Like, man, the other thing I want to point out is, like, this illusion mist, like... There's no way that this is, like, part of her fucking, like, devil fruit, right?
I don't believe... There's no way. I don't think so.
So...
But we haven't got an explanation to it.
Right, yeah. I mean, want to...
The only
she
thing
smokes
I can
opium.
Think, yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe it's something like that. Like, it's out of, like, the opiate pipe or something. And it's like, oh, like... Queen could make something like that for her, like, yo.
For sure.
I know you guys are like trying to kill me, but here's some sick opioids, dude.
I would not be surprised if fucking Black Maria is just absolutely hotboxing the fucking skull.
Yo, hotbox at the Onigashima skull. Slide.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be a really cool look, because the fucking smoke would come out from the eyes and shit.
Dude, that'd be so sick. Yamato, hey guys, my dad's out of town. hey guys, my dad went to Marineford to try to kill Ace, or to try to kill Whitebeard. Hotbox at the Onigashima skull.
That's why Yamato's been in fucking shackles this whole time. Yeah. He put on the fucking biggest party Wano has ever seen.
Oh my god. But I like Brooke in all of this. Like, Robin, would you mind dangling me under your arm like this a bit longer? And then you just see the little astral projection like, ooh, assuming that weapon is indeed a living creature, I can... Cold soul. And he like passes through it and the bug is like frozen solid.
Dude, I thought he was just being horny, and then, like, turn of the page, he's actually doing something. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I was fully expecting a can I see your panties moment.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna hit y'all with the spoiler because we got a couple pages left. No. That doesn't happen, and it's hype.
It's because of the spider pussy.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like if I saw a spider pussy like in front of me, I'd be like, oh,
yeah.
What's the Tanjiro face from the Demon Slayer anime? Like,
nasty ass.
Yeah. But it's so good. Juanito goes down. Black Maria like smacks the ceiling and knocks them to the floor, and she starts going on. She's like, this is like my favorite moment too. She's like, dude, don't you get it, so Nico Robin? Yeah. It's obvious to anyone with a brain that you've been sold out by your friends. Blackleg knew I was hunting for you, and he helped lure you right into my trap. You're just the baggage of your crew, the target of figures bigger and more powerful than you. That's why he was so eager to guide you to me. And she thinks about Sanji screaming like, help me, Robin. And she's just like smiling. And like, she just lets Black Maria fucking keep talking. She's like, now Blackleg is the laughingstock of all of Onigashima. And he's supposed to have the number 2 bounty? Tells you a lot about the level of your little crew. And Brooke is like, yo, oh, that's Sanji. I nearly split a seam laughing. Robin, do you quite mind if I leave her to you? Like, that is like, that, before Robin even said anything after this, like, that alone, I was like, that is the most power play move ever. Like, when the villain goes on their monologue, and your homie is just like, oh my God, dude, they're hilarious. Hey, I'm going to go take care of something else. You got this.
Hey, I know what you're thinking. And you fucking kick her shit in, bud.
Yeah. I also like it because like they were talking about Sanji, and in my head, my head canon is just like, Brooke is just like, hey man, I already went off in Whole Cake about how kind and awesome Sanji was to Big Mom, so you can have your moment. I already talked about this. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Dude, I'm like, it's just good to see like Robin getting the respect she deserves.
Yeah, and especially like from Sanji in general, because like, I don't know, I feel like that's character growth for Sanji, because like pre-time skip, it was always like, I don't know, I felt like he's like the ladies' man or whatever, but he definitely had moments, I know for sure in Alabasta, where it was like the way he would act was just like, oh, like it was sort of how do I go about describing this? It was like chivalrous to a fault, I guess, like to a toxic level. Like it was like chivalry, but it was like, oh, like I'm gonna protect you because you can't protect yourself, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I see.
And
what
I feel like this was like a huge moment for Sanji to like not only like, you know, calling for help for Robin, but like 100% fully trusting that Robin could do it. Because he even said in that chapter way back, like, I can't do this, but like, I know you can. I need your help right now.
Yup.
And it's like, oh, yes. More Robin moments like this. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Dude, and like the way it all fucking culminates, dude, the whole like, you don't know what it means that Sanji relied upon me. He's truly worthy of being the wings of the King of Pirates. All of that. Dude, love it.
Oh, I love it, dude.
And then, the meme we've been talking about this whole time, the fucking madman, she does it. she
I
just
love the way this is drawn.
it's so good too. Like just giant Robin behind her. It's just JoJo's, dude.
It's just JoJo's. Her stand is like okay, it's giant her behind her, but also like with all the arms coming out, it's like I think of two things. I think of like the great like the what is it I think it's a Buddhist thing. It's like the 100 hands like statue or something like that.
Yes, there's
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card too. I think it's like Senju of the 1,000 hands.
I believe it is an aspect of Vishnu, maybe, or like no, sorry, Vishnu's fucking Hinduism. An aspect of Amida Butsu, which the violent aspect of it might be like the 1,000 hands thing if it's Buddhism.
Yeah.
It also reminds me of like a flower like opening.
Yeah. I hope that like that's how it's animated. Like a bulb of a flower like blooming and it's like all the hands. Oh, it's gonna be sick. I want Robin to fucking murder Black Maria.
Dude, what I'm saying is like we can't let it end here. It can't be it.
Oh, definitely. Like, it's
if we don't get more, I'm gonna like I understand why we cut away from here. But like it can't stop.
It can't stop, not like this. Oh god. This whole moment so good. Like Robin is like, "Oh, like Robin, do you quite mind if I leave her to you?" And then immediately, "I was hoping you'd ask. Thank you." Like
dude.
Oh god. But it's so good. And the final 2 pages of the chapter. It's the Nami fight Black Maria. To steal a word from 2008 Gamers, epic, absolutely epic. I loved it.
Absolutely fucking epic.
Epic gamer moments, epic maneuvers, like tag team, so good. We get the final 2 pages, and this is like I was hyped, but also like, wait, what?
Dude, I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah. So we get Tokage Port at Wano, and Luffy's like, "I need more meat. You've already eaten every bit of food on the sub, and we're not gonna find any meat lying around here." And Shinobu's with the fucking Heart Pirates. You found him in the water? What kind of miracle was that? I don't know. We just heard a voice. What incredible luck you have, Luffy. I'm amazed you're still alive. Momonosuke's like about to cry. And he's like, "You fell down too, huh?"
It was like, "Oh, you're here too, bud." It's so fucking funny the way he says it.
We escaped from Kaido on Shinobu's kite, but Luffy, during the escape, I could only watch as Kinemon and Kiku, and he starts crying, and he's like, "Hey, hold it in until later. You're still the leader here. Don't start crying before we're done. None of this is finished until I smash Kaido." And like Momonosuke's like holding back his tears, and he's like, "Don't be so harsh with him, Luffy Taro." But just like in Zou, like Luffy, the words of wisdom for little Momonosuke. But then we see a silhouette that y'all probably recognize as "I'm not losing the next round," is Luffy talking. Huh? Is that Straw Hat? What happened to the big battle? Turn around and it's Caribou peeking out behind a tree. And he's like, "If you guys don't win, I'll never be able to leave this island. Get it together." And it's like, why are you here? Like,
dude, I'm sick of this fucker.
I thought, like, for the longest time, I thought, like, I was positive that he had spilled the beans to Kaido about Shirahoshi. But it's seeming more and more like he hasn't.
I don't understand, like,
so
how
I'm
is he
sitting
keeping
here
that
like,
to his chest?
Yeah, like, one, I mean, okay, like, hey, you know, props to you, Caribou, because you're in a Yonko territory and you have information that could literally, like, change the world, and you're like, yeah, nah, like, fuck you. Like, It's like Crocodile and Marineford. Like, yeah, I hate the Navy, or I hate Whitebeard, but I hate you more to the Navy.
Absolute fucking legendary.
But, like, I just want to know, like, why is he here? What is he planning?
Dude.
Because it's not good.
Like, I love everyone on our fucking Discord just memeing around, just like, so someone mentioned, like, oh, like, who's fucking calling it, like, is Caribou gonna find out that fucking Momonosuke is Uranus now? Just because he's fucking there?
Oh my god. He's gonna learn, like, every single secret of the world. I would hate that. I'd be like...
Oh, Zeta Phantom on our Discord with that absolute bombshell.
Yeah. I also love Supanda Man's. I'm assuming he photoshopped it. Somebody made this. It's like the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia guys.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like, oh, I've had enough of this dude, and it's Caribou.
They might have photoshopped that themselves. Fucking legendary.
Oh, God.
Dude, it's also good, but like Luffy just dead on the ground, still all this will in his heart, pointing up at Onigashima, like the way it's all framed and everything. Momo, take me back up there, turn into a dragon, and fly me up.
Oh, shit.
I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
McDonald's, I'm loving it. So good. Like, oh, just everything. Like, because I love what this means for Momonosuke, like, finally getting over his, like, you know, like, getting over his fear of, like, being a dragon.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, for the longest time we've known, like, he didn't want to show any of the samurai that he was a dragon because of, like, they knew Kaido was a dragon, and they hate dragons in Wano. But also, like, just always being scared of, like, his dragon form, and, like, every time he loses control of his emotions, like, he goes into it. But, like, I don't know, this is a moment where, like, you know, the dude who's gonna be Pirate King is telling you, like, yo, I'm not gonna lose. I can't lose 3 times in a row. Take me back up.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Like, Momo, I know you weren't there for Crocodile, but this is exactly what 3 times it took, and then I won. So, Luffy wanting to go back, like, oh, it's just so good. This whole moment, because it reminds me also of Dressrosa, because, like, I remember when Dressrosa happened, like, Luffy was, you know, Luffy got out of Gear 4th, and he, like, couldn't move.
Yeah.
And he was hanging on to, what's his face from the Coliseum? Gantz from the Coliseum was, like, carrying him.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, like, I need 10 minutes. Like, if you guys can buy me 10 minutes, like, I can fully recharge. And it was later revealed, like, Oda in an interview or an SBS, he was like, because somebody was like, well, how come when he used Gear 4th in Dressrosa, like, you know, the backlash was so severe, he, like, couldn't move. But, like, when he was fighting on Whole Cake Island, he fought Cracker for 11 hours and was able to, like, be just fine. And Oda was just like, oh, like, Luffy allowed himself to rest, like, in Dressrosa. It wasn't that he couldn't get up and move. It was that, like, he saw that people were willing to help and he accepted the help. And it's, like, seeing this, too, like, Luffy is just... Like, seeing Luffy on the ground being like, oh, like, meat. It's not just him being, like, weak. I really feel that it's him, like, all right, like, already planning to go back up there for Kaido. Like, all right, if I don't use any energy right now and just eat my freaking fill of meat, like, I'll be good.
I need to charge up my super again.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then Momonosuke, like, I think we had talked about it before on the Discord. For sure we talked about it on the Discord, but, like, on the show as well. Like, Momonosuke's fruit is, like, I mean, it's not confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed that, like, it's an exact copy of Kaido's fruit.
Yeah.
Because, like, CP0 is like, oh, like, you know, he only made 1 fruit, and it was, like, a failure, and it's like, it's my headcanon, but I'm assuming that it's, like, he tried to make a fruit for, like, an actual dragon, and then he saw that it was, like, a fish fruit, and was like, God damn it, like,
that's
I
part
guess
of
we
it too.
Yeah. Because I feel like this is more like weird, like tinfoil hat endgame stuff, but I feel like dragons have something to do with like the Void Century, and like they can't, like you physically can't recreate dragons, which is why like Vegapunk has such an obsession with them, because he's trying to. And he probably saw Kaido and was like, yo, this is sick. He's like an actual dragon. And then he like got the fruit and he was like, God damn it, it's just a fish fruit. Like, it's not an actual dragon.
Another thing we were thinking of is that like maybe he was trying to get the whole like Oni shit because of like Oars and Oars Jr. being
that too.
Absolute like just eldritch horrors in the world of One Piece.
Yeah. That, and like the government like has some weird obsession with like enslaving giants. Like,
yeah, exactly. So they're like both aspects can be just as possible.
Yeah,
equally
both
likely.
aspects fit. But I just want to see like Momonosuke realize that like he can use his fruit. He can use his fruit just in the same way as Kaido does, like power wise, but like it, you know, a part of his like character growth is going to be realizing like, you know, like Luffy's going up against Kaido, but it's also like for the longest time it's been Momonosuke going up against Kaido like leadership wise. He's gotten to see what kind of like leader Kaido is, and it's like, dude, he's cutthroat and he's ruthless and he doesn't care about his people. Like, and Momonosuke is like, this entire arc, you could argue, has been partially about him as well, like learning to be like a proper leader, like what it means to be a proper leader and a ruler, and like, you know, what it means to be, like what it means to be the leader, basically. And I would love to see that sort of realization come in the form of like him taking ownership of his dragon fruit. Like, nah, fuck it, like I'm a dragon, but I'm not Kaido, like I'm different.
It'd be good.
I'm built differently.
I'm built differently. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving the direction that's going on.
Yeah. It's real good. I hope also that we get more chapters like this where it's like another one of the Straw Hats fights.
Yeah.
Because I loved the Frankie fight. It was so wacky, so fun. This one was so good. Like, we got to see so many uses of both Robin and Brooke's power. We got like them actually, like, we got Robin like actually mopping the floor with people, which was amazing.
Dude, she's the most fucking overpowered person in the crew.
She is. This I can't stop looking at it. Gigante Fleur, like, this move is broken and nobody could convince me otherwise.
Dude, Robin could have taken fucking Kaido. Easy.
Robin could have taken Kaido. I got a crack theory, but
all right.
I just thought of one. Oh god.
That'll be it for us this week. You can catch us next week with chapter 1021. I'm surprised there's a chapter next week. But
we're not on break next week.
Maybe the week after that we'll be on break. Totally unsure. But yeah, we'll be back then. Our episodes go up every Monday. First to parameciafancast.libsyn.com. You can direct download it there. Or instead, just wait just a few fucking minutes and it goes straight to all your podcatchers, your Apple Plays, your Google Podcasts, your Spotify, iHeart, all of them. Our episodes also go up to YouTube. That takes a fucking moment, but it's up when it's up is all I can say.
It's usually late at night Monday going into Tuesday. And that's usually just because like I have to do it when I get home from work on Monday, so
and all the fucking time it takes to like render it, etc.
Yeah. It seems like it's gotten faster at doing that. I don't know if they made some changes on their back end or something, but it's been, knock on composite wood from IKEA that I have for my desk. Everything seems to be going good. So let's keep it that way, YouTube. But
you're on thin ice, YouTube.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you want something to do One Piece related or slightly not, Our Discord's open. The invite links on all our social media. Our Twitter is at Paramecia Cast. We're Paramecia Fancast literally everywhere else. I wish I could tell you we had a custom Discord link, but the requirements for that are extreme. So go click that link because you don't want us being like, go to discord.gg/something something. No.
XQLGS5.
We're not about to do that.
Yeah.
But
no, the invite link is in our bio on Twitter, the pinned tweet in our Twitter. It's on our Facebook bio. It's in every single video on YouTube has the link, the permanent invite link in the description of each video. Join the Discord. It is a good time. I love all the people, all the gorgeous people on our Discord. They're every week is funny as hell. We have like really awesome discussions. The theory channel actually like pops off with like, oh, like, okay, hold on now.
Dude, we've got some big brains on our Discord.
It's real good. And I'll say the like, it's our Discord, you know, we're a One Piece podcast, but like we also read other stuff in Jump and just in general, and we have another channel for like that kind of stuff, like stuff other than One Piece. And dude, you'll find something you're able to talk about with people, because there's been some manga that I've brought up or somebody's brought up that I'm like, how did you know about that? Like,
I don't know. Some people they're connected to other dimensions out here.
It's some good stuff. But yeah, join our Discord. We have a really great community. I mean, we've talked about it before, but I wouldn't trade our community for anything. Like, it's a really good community. Join it. Have a blast.
It's so good. Honestly, proud of y'all.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for this? Because I just thought of it like a couple seconds ago.
I don't think I'm ready.
Funny in my head.
You got to get me with it though.
All right. It's got some like. All right. It's got some deep cut little bit from, you know, from a couple hundred chapters ago, but it's pretty good. All right. Let me put on the voice.
So Robin could use Gigante flour and spawn a big version of herself, but what if she could do it on a microscopic level inside the enemy's body, like Doflamingo when he used his fruit to literally like stitch his organs back together? And like, what if she could like snap your blood vessels? Like, she could get all up in there, or like give you a blood clot, but it's just her fist.
What? Is this like the Invisible Woman shit in fucking Future Foundations, where she threatens fucking Doctor Doom and it's like, I can create a force field the fucking size of a blood clot in your brain and give you a stroke right now?
Did she do that power play?
She threatened Doctor Doom with that, yes.
Is that like, can she do that though? Is that real?
I believe she can, yes.
Oh, that is exactly what this is.
I'm scared. I think rightfully so, but I'm scared.
I'm scared and only slightly aroused.
Only slightly.